think just like a little 3/4 wedge, about 80 yards. 3/4 gap, 80 yard, 3/4 gap.
Boss, I got you at 9 yards to the stick.
9 yards. We're
9
80
yards.
yards away.
No, 9 yards to the stick. This is the most expensive Bushnell you could buy.
Is that the X3?
Yep. Give me a nice, yeah, Bushnell X3.
Okay, I guess
Give me 9 yards.
80?
9 yards. Confident swing.
Trust it?
Trust the shot.
Trust the scope?
Trust the shot. Maybe a little 6 to 9 or 3 to 9.
Okay, 9 yards.
Yep.
Did you read 9 yards to the actual screen right here? This is a simulator.
Yeah, it's 9 yards to the screen.
Yeah, I was playing fake golf, so I was playing the 80-yard shot. Now I'm in the bunker. I'm glad you scoped the screen.
Let me see how much you got.
I didn't need to know how far away the screen is.
Well, now you got 7 yards only.
That's because you stepped 2 yards closer.
This is picking up the screen.
Yeah.
It's picking up the screen.
That's what it's doing. Time to review the Bushnell rangefinders. Let's go.
So it's a pretty exciting brand that we picked up, Bushnell Golf. It's probably the most popular golf for tech, right?
Yeah,
brand for tech.
By the way, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area, come to our showroom. You can buy all this equipment here. We do full fittings for PXG, Mizuno, Srixon, Cobra, and Mura, and more brands to come. So
wow, that's a lot.
If you're not in the area, still call us and you know what you want. We can ship anywhere. So we ship nationwide. So this is the Bushnell products. What are you doing? You're on your phone again?
Yeah, I got to
turn the music down. Okay, so they basically have technically 4 models or 5 models. So they have the Pro X3,
which is their newest, highest technology model.
The most expensive, top of the line, the top dog.
Big dog, that's right here.
The V6 Shift, which we're going to explain all the differences. Then they have the V6, and then they also have the V5 on sale.
Because is that last year's model? Is that what they're kind of?
I think so. And then there's also the V5 Shift.
Yeah. And this is just their golf rangefinders. They make rangefinders for hunting, for disc golf, all kinds of stuff.
You can use these for hunting.
Just the golf category. Oh yeah, you can, but I think these are much more expensive than the hunting ones.
Yeah. Okay, so V6, basically the differences between the V6 and the V6 Shift is going to be pretty simple. Let's look inside. So these guys, they all have the magnet pouch on them. So they all have the magnet on them. Now what I like, it's called the Bushnell Bite. Now I will say this about them. I've had some of the other brands. I got that really cool John Daly brand. I forget which brand that is.
I don't know.
But it stunk because if you hit a bump on a golf cart, it would fall off all the time. So that's something you want to pay attention to. You can't have that with an
expensive rangefinder.
No, a $400 rangefinder fall off your cart.
When it would happen the most is we were going over this wooden bridge. You had to keep going over a canal.
No, it happens the most when I hit it in the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm driving out there.
Over a canal, think about that. If that fell off and went down into the water, it'd be done for.
That's true. So your battery compartment is right here. And then what's really cool is this is like your little focus. Then we have a power button and then a setting or a mode button. And then basically the difference between the V6 and the V6 Shift is what?
Couldn't tell you. You're the techie.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
The Shift, you can shift into slope mode. So what does slope mode do for you?
Yeah, so slope mode's going to tell you your differences as far as elevation. So if the green is 10 yards below you, it's still 160 yards, but since it's below you, it might tell you it's playing 153. So it's going to take that into consideration. The other big thing, when you can turn something into slope mode and out of slope mode, usually you have a switch, which is right here on the side.
Why would there be a switch? Why would somebody not need slope mode?
Because it is illegal to use slope mode in tournaments.
Yes, so you'd have to toggle that off or disable it.
If your playing partner sees the orange, they know that it is not in slow mode, I believe.
Something like that.
But they can tell if it is or isn't and call you out for cheating.
Yes. Does vibrate when you catch the pin, if you've ever seen those little things on the pin. Yeah, so it grabs, it locks.
That's what those are for?
Yeah.
Really? The little reflectives?
You didn't know that? Yeah, so when you're locking it in.
I thought it had something to do with the wind.
What I will say about Bushnell compared to other brands too is very, very clear. And the words and the letters are crystal clear.
A little heavier.
Yes.
Like they're made to.
So Bushnell is more expensive, but I can tell you using these brands, they're a better product, okay? So now that's it in a nutshell. They're also considered one of the most accurate. So they're gonna be within a yard of accuracy. Now, what do you get when you upgrade to the X3? Now, the X3 is considerably more money, but what do we get, Tate?
So the X3 is gonna give you a couple of big things. The biggest thing for us in Colorado,
you get a carrying case. You get a carrying case with all of them. Go ahead.
Is you can set your rangefinder to your elevation. So the atmospheric pressure will also come into play with the X6. That's the biggest thing I liked when I was shopping for them. The switch is right up there in the top front.
Yeah,
too,
your slope mode is here instead of on the side.
Yeah.
So, what Tate's talking about with setting elevation, that is a really big deal if you're in Colorado. Now, if you're playing at sea level all the time, it might not be that important. But in Colorado, for example,
travel too.
Yeah. For example, we play at 5,500 feet.
Yeah.
Usually. Tomorrow we're going to the mountains in Keystone and we're playing at 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Last week we flew to Pebble Beach and played at sea level.
Yeah.
So we're all over the place.
And this, what can you do with this remotely to make those changes?
So you can connect this. I don't know where my phone is, but you can sync this to Bluetooth. Actually, because let me show them on the app.
I have the app right here.
You do?
Yep.
Is it synced? Okay, so you can see his device is paired, right? Mm-hmm. So then if we go to settings, come on, don't be shy. So now you can easily change it. It's really annoying to change this on the app or on the device itself, but we could go 100% brightness. We can change the display to red or black. I think with the red display, your baby's doing something in his room.
Changed it to black.
I did.
That's awesome, yeah.
So now we're back in red. I think the red is better.
The
it's
red
brighter.
is much easier
It's almost
to read.
like laser. And then we can change yards or meters. Slope status, we can turn slope on. We can turn elements on. And then he can set our home elevation to 5,300 feet, let's say. And then it's going to automatically, if you put it in element mode on this, it's going to automatically read the temperature. And it's also going to automatically read the altitude and adjust the slope accordingly. So it'll say it's 160 yards, but because we're at 10,000 feet in Keystone tomorrow, and it's 90 degrees, it's not gonna be 90 degrees, but let's say it was 10,000 feet and 90 degrees, it could be like it's 160, but it's playing like 140. So obviously you can't use that in a tournament, but you basically get the Bluetooth settings and the altitude settings.
Man, that's crazy.
Is that worth a couple $100?
It depends how much money's on the line. If you're playing in amateur tournaments where you actually can win money, that 1 yard can mean the difference between a make and a miss putt.
Well, not if they're not allowed. The slope's not allowed.
Point, yeah.
But these things last forever. So
Yeah. Take
you
good
buy
care of
it once.
The
and you're
only
gonna get
time
the
that
top
this
of
is
the
going
line,
to need to be replaced is when you leave it stuck on the cart and you drive away.
which I've done.
Yeah.
I've lost one. So.
What's the other big thing? I mean, what club do you use on every single hole, no matter what?
Putter?
Putter. And you have no problem spending that kind of money on a putter. You use this on every single hole.
Every single shot.
Yeah.
Except putting.
Except for putts.
If you use that on putting,
You better be at St. Andrews with a 90-foot putt.
yeah.
Double green.
So shouldn't use it on putting.
Yeah. But Bushnell makes some really awesome stuff too. Besides just their rangefinder, they make a watch, they make a speaker, a smart speaker.
We're gonna be reviewing their GPS watch.
Yep.
Their GPS speakers.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff.
They make a lot of sweet product, especially in the golf category, which is awesome.
So that's our Bushnell review.
Yeah. If you want to get one, shoot us an email, golf@embersliving.com, or check out our new website,
Embersgolf.com.
embersgolf.com. Forgot it for a second there.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.